What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Wizard101 Complete Game Walkthrough. We have Fred Frost here, of course. My name is Snowy, and welcome back to Dragonspyre, episode 78, I believe. We're starting off here in the Necropolis, right by the Drake Hatchery, because we gotta pick up this stone rose.
Found the third stone rose.
And there it is. But now we will be heading into the Crucible. Who is David down there? What's David doing? Don't know. But we're heading to the Crucible here today. This is like... I think this is the last area of the Necropolis besides the last dungeon, which is the Labyrinth. Labyrinth? Anyways, Labyrinth will be its own video by itself. So hopefully we can defeat most of the Crucible today in this episode. That would be ideal. And let's go ahead and set a new mark here. Buys and then a Stormbreaker. Look at the Crucible, guys. It is very cool. We have a lot of bosses. Like every circle area here is a boss, including the main boss, which is located in the middle of this really cool, I don't even know what is that thing down there? Some sort of glowing rock. But let's talk to, isn't it a Stormbreaker here?
Vagabond! Be gone at once!
Okay, what?
Oh, my pardon! You're not here to defile the knowledge crystals. You're a prospective student. Oh, hurrah! The joy of learning is born anew. It is a pity I have nothing to teach you with. The crystals of knowledge have been vandalized by the Titan army. Perhaps there is a way. Here's your first test then. A field trip. Defeat the Manascale sorcerers and bring back the knowledge crystals they've taken.
Okay.
We'll see how brave you are.
Manascale sorcerers. And of course there are a few side quests, or at least there's one. There's one side quest here. There is no stone rose in the Crucible for some reason. Yeah, for some reason, Dragonspyre, there's not a stone rose in every area. But we are going to just collect this side quest. We don't necessarily have to complete it in this episode, but there might be some overlap, as there sometimes is with side quests. So you might as well just accept it into our quest book. And if we happen to do it, we happen to do it. There's Narissa Wormscale. Let's talk to her.
You there? Have you seen any of my students? I'm so worried about them. After the great raid by the Titan army, they have apparently gotten lost. I always told them to use the lamps to guide them home, but since the invasion, the lamps are dark. Could you see if you can find my lost mana sparks to relight the lamps with? I think the barbarians nearby took them.
Okay, Horn Barbarians, as I said, will not be doing that, but there might be some overlap with the Manascale warriors. In fact, we could actually do this. Oh, no way. Okay, I'm gonna exit. I was gonna say we could get a Manascale warrior and a Horn Barbarian in the same battle, which is probably the most ideal way to do it, just because we have to defeat 3 Manascale warriors. But I guess we could also just take this guy out by himself. I don't know. It seems like he's all by himself over here. This little Manascale warrior. Let's go ahead and Ice Blade up here. Are we gonna get weaknessed? Are you serious? Dragonspyre just loves weaknesses, I found. They just love their weaknesses, which is just unfortunate, to say the least. Just unfortunate. Let's go ahead and knock that off. We'll let the Horn Barbarian get into the battle. Why not? Why not? Then we can just Frost Giant next round. So it actually worked out well. Ooh, the critical as well. I leveled up Optiodate, my pet here, to adult, and I got a pet derby talent, which sucks. And one of the worst talents that you can get is for the pet derby. Like, there's really nothing worse than that. Even, I'd rather take mana. You know, like, people always laugh at mana, and how, like, if you get the mana on your pet, it's an immediate trash and start over. But I prefer mana to a pet derby, I will say. I don't think anybody does pet derby in this game. I really don't think so. But hopefully we collect one of each there from both of those enemies. Yes, we got 1 knowledge crystal, which is good. And we did get a mana spark. So now we will go ahead and try to defeat 2 Manascale sorcerers in the same battle. Why there's so many Horn Barbarians around here? That's crazy. There's one. But I need a second one. Okay, looks like there's a bunch of them over here. So let's go ahead and get to the battle with these guys here. What? That kind of gets to the battle. Oh my god, we're gonna have to quit again. I do remember this with Dragonspyre. It's are we recording? Okay, we're recording. There's a lot of just like random enemies that are grouped together on the same street, you know? It's strange. Let's see if we can pull these two guys into a battle. Surely, right? I think we got him. What? Get in, buddy! Get in, buddy! Get in, buddy! Where's he going? He's going all the way around. Okay, one of them spawned. I was like, what is happening, man? The Horn Barbarian almost got in again. Ah. The battle circle is a bit strange over here. It's a bit strange. But we got Fred Frost over here once again. I'll just tower shield. No, I'll minor fire scorch just in case we get weakness here. I'm gonna preemptively fire scorch. Oh, and it's a great strategy. You already know that one of these guys was gonna weakness me. Might as well take off that weakness. That's a big brain move right here. Big brain move. And I also heard that the AI of Wizard101 enemies is gonna be increased, or they're gonna get smarter in some way. I don't know any details about that. It's just something that I saw, which could make things very, very interesting. It could make things very, very interesting. Many fights will probably be a lot harder. Even like basic fights might be tough, which I don't know. I don't know if that's good or bad. I think it's definitely gonna make things more interesting, though. I will say. And there might be a lot more strategy involved, other than Blade and Frost Giant. You know. All right, 1892 with just a blade is pretty good. That will get us pretty far if we can do that consistently, you know? But all right, we did end up getting what we needed to get. Let's go back and talk to Zanetta here.
Wonderful! Oh, you're quite brave, you know. I've rarely seen such dedication in a student.
Really?
Now we can begin your education in earnest.
It really wasn't that tough.
Long ago, the scholars of Dragonspyre learned the art of storing their knowledge within crystals. These crystals form our libraries and represent the total of all of our stored knowledge. You are quite privileged to have access to them, young wizard. For your first lesson, you should learn the history of Dragonspyre. Place a knowledge crystal on the crystal pedestal to hear its words.
All right. Oh, it's just right here.
The crystal flickers to bright life. Dragonspyre first grew powerful when King Monet tamed the first drake. It later became a place of knowledge with the creation of the first knowledge crystal. Kilgore the Magnificent ended the 100-year Dragon War by defeating a mighty black dragon. The secret of how he did this was lost to time. Since that time, Dragonspyre has preserved the knowledge and souls of our greatest heroes in eternal crystal.
Interesting. How did the crystal tell me all that?
Excellent. You have learned the importance of knowledge crystals to Dragonspyre. However, you have only scratched the surface of true power.
What do you mean?
You've proven yourself worthy of learning our traditions. Our culture is based on knowledge and warfare. The nobles of Dragonspyre sent their children to this academy to become soldiers and sorcerers. Because we are a warlike people, our education requires trial by combat. To complete the next lesson, you must succeed in battle against 5 of the spirits of our ancestors.
5?
To begin the first of these combats, you must retrieve the Crystal of Justice from the shelf. Place it on the first pedestal to issue your battle challenge.
Okay, Zanetta. Let's go ahead and use the teleporter to get over here. And what's going on here? Yeah, we still have this mount, the dragon broom.
You retrieve the Crystal of Justice.
Okay, we got the Crystal of Justice. Let's go ahead and use it. I think it's over here, right? Yes. Let's use the crystal pedestal. And we have our first boss out of these 5 here.
I am Iona Pyrelance. I battled my way past the guards of King Bertrand and won the knowledge crystals that saved my world. Because of me, many have learned the knowledge once reserved for kings. Show me, students, whether you will fight for knowledge.
Okay, Iona, Pyrelance is, of course, myth. Well, I guess it's not of course, right? But yeah, I feel like that's fine. Maybe another blade. I'm not sure how much health these guys are going to have. Might be a decent amount. Go ahead and throw an evil snowman in there just in case something happens, you know. But Iona, Pyrelance also gets to go first, which is very unfortunate. But this should be just an easy game, I think. Should be just an easy game. I don't know if I should Colossus or Frost Giant. I think they do basically the same damage, but Colossus could do a bit more. But it also could do a bit less. You know, it's hard to really say. It really is just a matter of luck and whatever damage Wizard101 wants you to do. But Frost Giant is at least a consistent, the same amount every single time. I'm just double blading because I'm just trying to cycle through my deck a little bit. I keep getting power pips. I don't want to waste a power pip on a feint, so I'm going to Tower Shield here. Storm? A Storm Strike is interesting. You know, as a myth enemy, not really expecting a Storm. Wait, did we not go into this battle with full health? I think it should be fine. I think it should be fine. There's the Colossus right there. I'm gonna go ahead and waste one of our power pips because apparently we don't get regular pips. We only get power pips. What is our percent chance? I wonder what the percent chance is for the power pip at this point in the game for us. Not too sure. Let's go ahead and throw this ice trap on as well. Just stack up some damage, you know. Just stack up some damage. Rather be safe than sorry. And I think we should use the Colossus. I think we should use the Colossus. Just go ahead. Let's throw this ice trap on too. Why not? Why not? Oh, I can't see what's going on. We are stuck behind a rock or something. Okay, Humongo Frog. That's perfectly fine. We have a Tower Shield on there. Still at 309 with the Tower Shield. She's got 0%. I could get weakness this next round. I could get weakness. That could be bad. I'm not gonna use a power. I'm not gonna use a monster, so I'm just gonna attack. I bet we can kill with no monsters here. We'll see though. We have 4 buffs. One of them's a feint. We could critical. I think we're gonna do some good damage here. Yeah, we did. We did critical. Boom, boom, boom. All right, let's see how much damage this will do. I think we need 3,200 to kill. Oh, we maybe did not.
You have proven you are willing to fight for knowledge. If only the professors of Dragonspyre had learned this lesson.
I was gonna say maybe we didn't need a couple of those traps, but I think that was because of the critical. Let's talk to Zanetta.
What? Iona said that the Dragonspyre professors had something to learn. She must have been someone else, right?
No.
Let's see if you truly appreciate what I have to offer you. The Crystal of Battle was taken by Orin Grimcaster during the raids. I fought to retrieve it from Orin Grimcaster's tower nearby, but the Titan itself stopped me. You should have an easy time of things. Show your true strength as a warrior and recover the Crystal of Battle from Grimcaster.
I think this is a dungeon. I think this is indeed a dungeon. But that's not going to stop us, right, guys? I think I should probably get some health. Why is there no red orbs anywhere? Where are the red orbs? Over here. I hope I don't have to battle any of these gallium dudes that are ice. Don't really want to do that. Yeah, as you can see, it's 600 steps away, which means it's gonna be at like a 6th-floor dungeon, apparently. Maybe a 5-floor dungeon. 5-floor dungeon, I think that means. Either way, should be difficult. Let's go defeat Orin Grimcaster in the Crucible. And we have to defeat some fleshless sentries and some flesh rot receivers first. I was gonna update my deck a little bit because we don't need a lot of this stuff. Like we don't need the Colossus, don't need a feint, we don't need this ice trap. I guess I'll use this other one because we did not pull a blade. But yeah, we have to get rid of that other trap and probably don't need a Colossus. Unless we're... Oh my gosh, dude. These guys just love their weaknesses. It really upsets me. It really does upset me. I guess we're going to have to just Frost Giant next round. Shouldn't be an issue, but, like, I'm not going to try to power through a weakness Blizzard and kill. You know, it's not going to happen. But Frost Giant will definitely kill. Unless this is another weakness. That's absurd. That is absurd. This guy's going to double weakness us. Like, we need new AI, man. What is that? You're death. You're not balanced. If you're balanced, okay, weakness me. It's your school. But like, that's just crazy. I should have also probably monsters there, because I don't know if we're gonna kill this dude on the right. Unless I critical. We gotta hope for a critical here. We got it. Okay, so we do have a chance of winning this fight right here. But we'll see. Oh my god, man. Why does it, like... I don't understand why it does that. He did not critical block, right? But he did critical block. You know what I mean? Like, it didn't say, but he did. Which just frustrates me. I don't know why that happens. Maybe my critical rating's not high enough. I don't know. But I'm gonna have to do an evil snowman next round. It's a good thing we have the evil snowman in our deck. Actually, I think I'll keep it in my deck, just for such situations like this. You know, it's 3 pips, does decent damage, same amount as Blizzard. So I feel like it's a good thing to have in our deck for when these guys pull a cheesy move that shouldn't be in the game. The Flesh Rot Retriever, which I don't know, is that a unique mob to this one single dungeon? Possibly. Got a white Laffadil. I am gardening now, guys. I am. Oh. We have a free floor. That's interesting. Now we have a dark poltergeist. I don't think I've seen one of these guys either. And a vile apparition? It's intriguing. We're not going first though. Let's see if we get weakness with these guys here. It's possible. It's probable even. We're gonna get Life Blade over there. We're going to go ahead and Ice Blade. I think maybe I just Blizzard here. We'll see how much health they have, because Blizzard only does like 700 some. Yeah, we're not going to be able to kill. I'm going to go ahead and anticipate the weakness, and I'm going to attack. With the wand hit, we'll see if it ends up... Oh, no weakness. So that means I'm going to get weakness next round, right, when I'm trying to attack? It's probably how it's going to work, right? Oh, we're gonna Frost Giant next round. Frost Giant is just such a... Wait, we're not gonna be able to, are we? We're not gonna be able to Frost Giant. We didn't get a power pip. That's insane. We didn't get a power pip. No. Sweet Blizzard. We should be able to kill the first guy, and if we critical, we will kill both. Yeah, use your Dark Sprite on me with a Death Trap. Pass, please. Okay, or use an imp. Okay, or a trap. That's also good. And of course, we're gonna fizzle. So yeah, that sucks. I think I'd rather Frost Giant here than use my monsters Blizzard. Why are we so fizzling at Dragonspyre, man? I do need some better gear still. Haven't really been too concerned about my gear because like we're not getting hard stuck, you know? We're doing fine with the gear we have. But there's just like minor things like us fizzling that just kind of frustrates me a little bit. That was an easy fight. Gummy Humongo Frog. Alright, we have a Fire Avenger and we have one of these Flesh Rot Retrievers again, which these guys are such a pain. All they want to do... You know, I could actually kill round 1. I'm going to try it. Let's see. We did not. Are you serious? Now we're going to get weakness here. I hate that so much. How are we going to fizzle back to back? Back to back. Oh my god. This guy used an ice shield. Why do we always fizzle in the worst time possible? Like, I just don't understand that. How are we going to fizzle back to back blizzards as well? It's just crazy to me, man. Just absolutely crazy. I'm just going to go ahead and attack. I don't care. Power through the shield, man. Get that critical going, Lord Optionate. Kill the Flesh Rot Retriever at least. Thank you. It's fine. No more ice shields, though. No more ice shields. I don't care anymore. I'm attacking with the evil snowman. No buffs. I don't care anymore, guys. I'm just full sending. I'm just full attack. I'm like a boss. I'm just spamming attacks. No buffs. That's a critical. Optionate the goat. 14-9. That's how you do it. That's how you deal with these pesky ice shielders. Get him out of here. Got an indomitable knife. Not using it. I think we have... oh, we have another wisp floor, which is always appreciated. And now we have the final boss. Let's see how tough he is. I don't know how tough he's going to be.
You have made a terrible mistake coming here, living one. These crystals are mine to treasure, mine to keep. You get my crystal when you pry it out of my cold, undead hands.
Very well. I figured that was going to happen anyways. We have a Fire Rock Stomper. Fire Rock Stomper. Also could be a unique mob. I'm going to go ahead and Frost Giant these guys. And hopefully this guy does an Ice Shield. If he does, our plans could be ruined. But yeah, we do have to wait 2 rounds. We need to get a power pip though too. Oh no. Okay, good. Whenever a fire guy targets themselves or one of the allies, I always think it's going to be an Ice Shield. Okay, we do have access to a Blizzard. We did not get a power pip, so that's a bit concerning. We got to get one. Wow, we have to wait 2 more rounds again. I can't believe we didn't get a power pip. Oh, good play, Orin, against the tower shield. That's a good play. See, that's the type of play that I think an upgraded AI would make. You know? If I'm spamming shields, use DOTs. Get those shields off, you know? Still no power pip. You're kidding me. I gotta go ahead and trap the boss here, it looks like. Wow, I can't believe I haven't gotten a single power pip this battle. Making things a bit more interesting. Luckily, this Fire Rock dude is not throwing ice shields out. Alright, we finally got one. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this Blizzard, and I'm going to Monstrous or Frost Giant here. Get 745 base damage. If we critical, this could be game. It's definitely killing the minion. We don't have a faint down. Because we weren't getting any pop-ups, so we were kind of... oh, we didn't get a critical, so... We're going to have to come back and attack the boss again, likely. Yeah. We got on to half health only. It's interesting we're able to stun these bosses in Dragonspyre. It's just... You know, I think I saw a Wizard101 video on that on YouTube where someone tested it, and, like, Dragonspyre is, like, one of the only worlds that you can... stun bosses in. Even in, like, Wizard City, you can't stun bosses, which is weird. Everybody's stun immune. I tried stunning Lady Black Hope one time in Unicorn Way. Stun immune. It's like, what? Why? How are these level 1 bosses have more stun resistance than level 8 bosses? It's crazy. I think we should be able to take him out with the Colossus next round with a blade and a trap, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm not going to monsters. Could always come back with the evil snowman, but I don't think we need to. Was that an ice spell coming at us? Ah, we did not even get a pop-up. I'm going to faint, and then we'll... Hopefully we get a pop-up next round, and then we can Colossus, and that will definitely be a guaranteed kill. Unless we get weakness here or something, but I can't imagine. He has so many pips. Yeah, he's going to use a death spell. Oh, Scarecrow! Well, that is unexpected. I have not gotten Scarecrowed before by an enemy. That's crazy. He's going to get like 600 health back. That is crazy. Okay, well, we might need a monsters now. We might need a monsters now. We did get a power pit. That's actually a bit crazy of a move there by Orin. Orin Grimcaster. Can't believe we got Scarecrow there. Wow. No critical. So that we actually might not kill. I don't know. Maybe we won't kill. I feel like we will, though, with the Fate. But let's see. I think just barely we killed.
You retrieve the Crystal of Battle.
Man, why can't I get any good loot? I guess there's really not much good loot in Dragonspyre, is there? There's really not. You kind of have to get to Celestia, get to level 60 with the Waterworks for there to be any more good loot here.
You've recovered it.
I did.
You've done quite well for yourself, but I have my doubts you'll be able to master the Crystal of Battle.
Why?
You have mastered it.
I'm built different than that.
Place the Crystal of Battle on the pedestal, and we'll see where you stand.
Okay, I accidentally hit complete there, but let's go to this crystal pedestal. We are running a bit low.
I am Katia Firewinter. I battled Alderete the Usurper when he used the power of the knowledge crystals to unseat the king. I formed the Council of Wizards, Warriors, and King to prevent anyone who was unworthy from using the crystals again. Unfortunately, this proved to be our undoing. Nevertheless, the old lesson must continue. Battle me, student, to pass my test.
All right, Katia Firewinter, let me just go get some wisps because I am running very, very low on health for some reason. Luckily, there are some right here. See! Oh, okay, nice. I thought we were gonna get pulled into a battle there. We did not. And let's go battle Katia, who is life, so that could be slightly tough. Could be a slightly tough battle here. Might have a lot of health. No. I don't think it's going to be that tough. Yeah, usually life enemies have a decent amount of health, but 3,600, that's pretty much the same as the other ones, right? Pretty much the same as the other bosses. So I'm not too worried here. What do we want to do here? I guess we'll just faint. Why not? I'm just kind of... No! We're going to have to power through. We should not have put the feint on there. I didn't think a life boss would be weaknessing me, to be honest with you. But I am in Dragonspyre, so I should never assume that. I should never assume that. We're going to have to do this ice trap. Might need to throw out our double weakness? Oh no, a locust orb. That is very strange. Alright. 310. Yeah, we are going to need... we did not pull it. We did not pull our other one. I can get rid of this blizzard. I'm going to have to go ahead and attack. Let's hope this does some decent damage. Yeah, with the weakness, it's a little bit unfortunate. This could be another weakness. That's crazy. I'm going to go ahead and get that weakness off with a wand hit next round, but actually it's going to be in 2 rounds. I just fizzled. Why are we fizzling so much, man? That's just super unfortunate. I guess we'll use this ice trap. Hopefully we get the Colossus back in our deck next round. I'm a little nervous about this weakness on us, actually. Come on, put that Colossus back in our deck here. Alright. Surely we don't fizzle again. Come on. Iona. It's a big hit by Katia there. Alright. Let's see how much damage this does. If we critical, it should be game. Okay, we did critical as long as she doesn't do some stupid critical block thing. Needs to do 3,200. It's a lot of damage right there.
You have fought bravely. You are the one we feared would come. The one we need to set things right.
I'm going to set things right. You already know that. Let's talk to Zanetta Stormbreaker here.
What madness is this? Who would need the power of a student? That is crazy. Perhaps the Titan army has tampered with the crystals.
No, Zanetta, you just got to believe me, you know?
Do not worry this time about the Titan army's tampering, young wizard. We are fortunate in that the next crystal has remained safely in storage.
Good.
Go find the Crystal of Honor where it's stored. Place it on the 3rd pedestal and begin your 3rd lesson.
Alright, let me get some health back real quick before we get into the next battle. That should be enough. I'm not really too scared about these guys. Unless that's going to be an ice enemy. it's an ice enemy, I might be scared.
You retrieve the Crystal of Honor.
The Crystal of Honor. Can I go in this building? I guess. Wow. What is that door for, guys? What is that door for? No idea. But let's go and place the next crystal on the pedestal.
I am Valerik Brightsword. I defeated the Council Wizard Kildare. He had been corrupted by the Alderaan crystal. That crystal contained the usurper's soul. Prove to me that you are above the influence of liars and leaders. Defeat me in fair battle to pass this lesson.
It's kind of impossible for me to cheat in a battle unless I use a pet will cast. If I use Lord Champ, and this guy has way more health than the life enemy, which is interesting. 4,000 is a storm. This could be a decent battle, but we're not even going first either. He's gonna pass round 1. Okay. Probably get rid of that. I'm gonna go ahead and monstrous this Colossus and just use my second Ice Blade. Just because I have nothing else to release. He's gonna pass twice in a row. That is intriguing to me. Very intriguing. Okay, we now have this ice trap we can use. We might as well throw that on. Now he's going to attack. Is this gonna be a storm trap? Okay. Interesting. We could get Krakened or something here. That would be bad. That would be quite bad. I might actually tower shield here. We're not going first though, so it might not matter. Okay, Thunder Bats. That's fine. That's fine. Could have Krakened us. That would have done some decent damage. That would have done a lot of damage. Let's get an ice shield just for a little bit of defense. You know, we are ice after all. We can use some little defense every once in a while, and we'll use this ice trap. Then we'll probably faint and then Colossus. I think that's a good strategy. It will probably kill. There's the Kraken. Okay. He should have done that last round when he had the trap on. Now he has a tower shield, so it's kind of like a waste. So I don't really like that move. I think that was a bad move. He could be doing much better in this battle right now. Valerik Brightsword could. Go ahead and feint here, then we'll attack next round. Stormblade here? Yeah. Luckily, he's got only 1 pip. He's going to have 2 this next round here. And so, yeah, he's just going to pass. Okay, no weaknesses in this battle. That's very, very odd for a Dragonspyre. But I will take it any day. I really will. No critical this time, so let's see how much we actually do as far as damage goes. It should be 4,000 damage, so I would... Maybe not. I don't know. Oh, not quite, actually. Not quite. 189 left. That's nothing an evil snowman can't handle. And that will be game. So yeah, these bosses are kind of interesting. I don't think they drop anything good. They really don't drop anything good, but... they're just kind of fun, I guess.
You show admirable promise as a student. One of our students warned us about the Alderaan crystal, but we did not listen. Sadly, we learned nothing from that mistake.
All right, back to Zenetta Stormbreaker then. I think we have 2 more bosses to defeat.
Valerik Brightsword thought his mistake was that he should have listened to a student. But how would a student know anything of use? I've never seen the souls within the crystal say such things, but I know the crystal of defense is untouched, since I have kept it close to me. Only the most elite students have ever seen it. Place it on the 4th pedestal and pass the test. I'm placing my trust in you.
Why don't you just come and watch instead of just like taking my word for it? You know what I mean? Like you said, just come and watch the battle, see what the crystal dudes are telling me. And, you know, then you don't have to be like, what? They said what? It's like, just come down here. Just, you know, just walk down here. It's not that far of a walk. You know what I mean? But let's use the final crystal pedestal before the main one.
I am Rorik Flamesoul. I defeated Challenger Lion in an open duel in front of the Council of Wizards, Warriors, and King. I was the only wizard ever to defeat a warrior in straight combat. Pass my test, and you can defend yourself against anyone.
Ice! Why does an ice enemy have the name Flame Soul? Okay, we're gonna have a tough battle here. Let's go ahead and get into the battle. I added a whole bunch of prisms. Definitely need prisms for this fight. He's gonna prism me. Good strategy. I do have a lot more ice resist than anything else, so that is a good prism. Let's go ahead and blade here. I didn't even check how much health that he has. Oh, that's a good play by this guy. This guy's good. This guy has some upgraded AI potentially already. It's always the ice enemies that are the best, guys. You know this. 4,800. This could be quite a battle, guys. I will say this could be quite a battle. We're going to load up on every single buff we have to get 5,000 damage. We might need to get a critical to rely on it, you know? We might need to get a critical to rely on it. I think I want a tower shield here, actually. Hopefully it doesn't attack. It's the big attack right now. Okay, it's a blizzard. That's fine. I'll take a blizzard. Surely he isn't monstrous his blizzards, right? That is a pretty good attack right there. Our tower shield's kind of worthless now. But maybe he'll build up with buffs and stuff. Maybe. We'll see. There is our Colossus. I forgot he could tower shield, but I could knock off the tower shield with a wand hit. But now that I have the feint on there, I won't. So just gotta hope that he doesn't, essentially. I need another ice trap on. He's gonna fizzle what probably was an evil snowman. Alright, let's see. We're not getting it. So what I think I have to do is just get rid of this blizzard. I don't have another monsters. I don't have another mod. This could be bad. I'm gonna have to just attack here with this unmonstrous Colossus. We're gonna have to hope that we do a critical. You know, we're gonna have to hope we do critical. I might have the Frost Giant after this, even. Not prepared for this fight. I should probably check the monstresses, you know? I should probably check them. But for some reason, I don't. But let's see how much damage this does. Unmonstrous Colossus here. No fizzle. We do have a blade. We do have a couple traps on. Of course, we have the prism. We did get the critical. Okay, so we do have a chance here to do some good damage. Let's see. 4 or 5k? Can we get 5k? Oh! Who says we need monstrous? Who says we need...
Our duel proves you've learned much in your time here. My fellow wizards learned only to fear threats to their power, and so they doomed Dragonspyre.
So true. We go back to up to another Stormbreaker now, and that is interesting that we were able to do that with no mons. Let's make sure we have it in our deck now before we forget. Let's make sure we have it all in our deck.
You have fought well. Clearly, the spirits of our heroes wish to teach you something I have never learned. I don't know what the spirits want to say to you, but I have come to the realization that I shouldn't underestimate you just because you're a student.
Thank you.
Let me help you complete the final lesson. I saw the raids destroy the last knowledge crystal, but I have a solution. We create a new one. You will need an empty knowledge crystal from the vault in the Grand Chasm. The vault clerk will help you find one. Return to me when you have it.
Okay, I guess we will be returning to the Grand Chasm, but that will have to wait for the next episode, guys. I do apologize for leaving you on a little bit of a cliffhanger, potentially. But we did defeat 4 enemies today, and in the next episode, we surely will be going over here. And is this guy, like, farming, potentially? Dustin could be farming this guy or something. I don't know. But that will be a very tough. We have to go back to this. As I said this in, like, the last episode or maybe a couple episodes ago. But we do go back to the places that we've already beaten in Dragonspyre for some reason. We go back and talk to Bellio Windgazer, who we've We know her. We know her. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching this episode. I really do hope you enjoyed. And as always, guys, stay icy, stay snowy, and I will see you in the next one.